Questions for reflection. The Book of Wisdom, also called the Wisdom of Solomon, is an exhortation to the reader to pursue true wisdom. And true wisdom comes from the Lord. He is the source of all true wisdom. Often unbelievers do not understand or comprehend the wisdom of God. Some may think the wisdom of the Lord is illogical. For others, it doesn't fit into their own human wisdom. So they dismiss pursuing it. But for believers, the wisdom of the Lord makes perfect sense. And today's passage from the Book of Wisdom explains why this was so back then and still today. A person cannot see God, His works, His wonder, and His miracles, if they do not have a heart filled with genuine faith. To see the world only through the eyes of human wisdom, or even science or math, is often to see the trees, but not the forest. It's limited. Its perspective does not open up. It shuts. When we no longer see or experience the presence of God in our lives, it's time to ask whether we are really praying, attending Holy Mass, participating in the sacraments. You see, the Lord is always there, but it takes living faith in our hearts to see what is truly there. In the New Testament, the letter of James explains it in these words: "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives to all men generously and without reproaching, and it will be given him. But let him ask in faith with no doubting. For he who doubts is like a wave of the sea that is driven and tossed by the wind." So let us heed these words and seek the wisdom of God to guide us every day. Our responsorial psalm is a great reminder that no matter where we go, the Lord is present. We can't hide from God or be lost from His sight, even in the depths of Sheol. Knowing this, let us be encouraged that God doesn't abandon His children, no matter how far away from Him they wander. The Lord will not abandon you. Trust Him. Turn to Him. Ask Him to intervene in your life every day and see what happens. Our gospel for today, from the Gospel of St. Luke, explains that it would be better for a person to die than to cause others to sin. To cause another person to sin is called a scandal, and it not only imperils the perpetrator, but also the victim. For this reason, a person who causes another person to sin bears a great and mortal burden. The Catechism of the Catholic Church teaches us, and I quote, "Scandal is an attitude or behavior which leads another to do evil. The person who gives scandal becomes his neighbor's tempter. He damages virtue and integrity. He may even draw his brother into spiritual death. Scandal is a grave offense if by deed or omission another is deliberately led into a grave offense." That's paragraph 2284 of the Catechism. If we see others behaving scandalously, we have an important obligation to correct them. If they accept our correction, then we're obligated to forgive them, lest their scandal also impact us. Now, we live in a day when scandal seems to be increasing. For example, we have people serving in elected offices who profess to be Catholic while they vote for and support evils such as legalized abortion on demand. They cause scandal. They should not only be voted out of office, they should be publicly corrected, both for their own good and to prevent further scandal from occurring.